Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be making a gathered bubble handbag with this fabric here. I just have half yard of this fabric. If you're interested in this, please follow up and let's get started. So the things we are going to be making use of at this, we have our elastic band, our zipper and pieces of lining. So if you're interested, please follow up now and let's get started. Now it's time for me to start cutting. So to go about that, I'm going to open up this fabric just as you see me doing. Having opened it up now, I'm going to fold it into two. I'll make sure it's up to the length that I want for the bag. So having done that now, I just measured it now and I want the bag to be 10 inches when I'm done, so I'll just have to cut it out with 11 inches. So having done that, for the width I'm going to be making use of 10 inches as well, but I'm going to be cutting times 2 of that 10 inches, which is 20 inches, because it's going to have a bubble. I'm going to gather it. So having done that now, I just have to add some extra excesses to it, so I'm cutting it out with 24 inches. I just mark it now. I'm going to use my scissors now to cut out on this place where I mark all through to the other ending. Have we cut it out now? So this is what we have. Now I'm going to divide this part to make it two separate pieces. Now we have it to be two separate pieces, so I'll just have to remove one now and I'll turn this over to the right side. I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine now. On this up part here, I'm going to run a loose stitch on it, and for the down part I will run a loose stitch as well, and I'll do that for this other one. So this is what we have it to look like now. Have run the stitch now. The next thing I'm going to do is for me to pick one strand of the thread, just stretch it and gather. Try to do the same thing for this other side, and I'll do the same thing for the down part as well. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to measure it to get the width of the bag, because I'm going to be making use of 8 inches. So having measured it now, it wasn't enough, so I'm going to adjust the gather. So now we have it to be exactly the 8 inches with some allowance. So I've done that for this and the other one. This is how we have them to look like. So now I have gathered it now. So this is how we have the two parts to look like now. The next thing for me to do is for me to bring out the facing I've cut out for the bag. So to go about that, as you can see, I've also gone ahead to mark it to indicate how the facing is going to stand. So I haven't done that, and I'm going to be placing the facing here like this. I will take it over to the sewing machine to sew, but before that I'm going to be telling you the length I use in cutting out this facing. So I'll just have to measure it now, and for the width here I cut it out with 10 inches and I added 1 extra inches, making it 11 inches. And for the length I did the same thing. I cut it out with 11 inches. So I'm going to take it over to sew. I'm done sewing the facing to it from the wrong side, and this is how we have them to look like. You can see, and on the inside this is how we have it to look. You can see how the facing is looking now. So I'll just turn it all around for you guys to see. Having done that now, next thing I'm going to be doing is for me to join it together, the right side facing each other. I'll just have to take it over to the sewing machine just to sew all the way from one end. I'll sew it round, and on this down part, when I get to the down part, I'm going to place every part of the fabric inside and then take it over to the sewing machine to sew. So guys, having sewn it round now, I've turned it over to the right side and you can see how the bag is. So this is how we have it to look all the way round. The next thing I'm going to be doing now is for me to measure the up part, and as you can see, we have it to be the 8 inches that we're making use of. Now I'm going to place my zipper here, take it over to the sewing machine to sew. Now I'm done with that, and this is it. You can see how the zipper is looking now. So this is how we have it to look like. On this part here, this is how it looks, and on the other side, this is how we have it to look like. So now the next thing for me to do is for me to fix the handle to it. So in order to do that, I already cut out this piece. I cut it out with 36 inches because I'm also going to gather it. So now the next thing for me to do now is for me to fold it into two like this, take it over to run a straight stitch on it. I just run the stitch on it now and we have it to look like this. So I'm going to turn it over now to the wrong side, just as you see me doing. Now we have it to look like this after turning it over to the right side. The next thing I'm going to do now is for me to bring the elastic and make use of. So I'm going to be making use of 9 inches because that's the length of the handle I want. So I'm going to be cutting that 9 inches now. I'll just measure it now and cut it out. So I have cut it out now. So I'm going to place the elastic on one side, then stitch and pass it through to the other ending. I'm done, and this is how we have it to look like. You can see the elastic inside and how stretchy it is. So now I'm going to bring the bag itself. So first of all, I'm just going to place the band here, the handle. I'll use my pin to hold it down, just as you see me doing. And on the other ending, I'm going to place the handle there and use my pin to hold it down as well. So having done that now, I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine to stitch it down. So when we're done, we're going to have something like this. So guys, I'm done now, and as you can see, I've stitched it down on this side and on this other side, and this is how we have it to look like. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section, and please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit on that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post any video. I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye bye.